Jpopswizzlers. My name is Shakayla. Welcome back to another video. You guys all have a safe spot on my channel. Today we're at a different location. We're at my dad's house. This is my old room, and I thought I'd give you a tour because I came over and brought a bunch of things that I just don't want getting moldy at my house. I have bins full of like items, and the items have gotten moldy, like my books and my dolls that I would like to keep for like future kids have gotten moldy, and I personally don't want that to continue to happen. So I have this big space, might as well use it to hold some of the items. So this is where I grew up for like a lot of my life. So yeah, I'm gonna show you around. This is unfortunately how my door looks. Yeah, it looks awful. I think what I did was I painted these little spots, and then I didn't like the color, so then I went over with just purple, black, and gray. And then my dad added these. So when you walk in, this is what you see. We're gonna close this door, and on the back of my door, I have this little chalk thing I used to write on. I think it's like just chalk tape, so you can put it wherever. Also, sorry about the squeaky floors. My floors are obviously super old. So, and then we have my Paris light switch. I used to be really into Paris and London, where like I had a bunch of decorations of Paris. Moving on, we have this box, which I actually brought here to have here and to keep here. And it has just like a bunch of clothes I got from like California, maybe concerts even. I don't know. I was gonna take that pile, but I think we're gonna wait until I get my dresser figured out at my mom's. I took the dresser to my mom's house, so this is where it was. And then I was gonna put like I said, old clothes that don't fit but I still want to keep, like my Colorado shirt and my California one. So I'll go through that a different day. Then we have this. I think we actually have two of these. One is gold and one is this color, and I really liked it, so I took it. Then we have this chair. This chair used to be called my therapy chairs, and I had two of them. That's why. And then this pillow is like horrendously old. I don't know where it was, but yeah, if we move the chair, we have my closet. Now my closet door does not latch and has never latched, I don't think, but we have this, and I've always wanted one. It was handy when I lived here, but I don't. And I just set this all up. So this was my old closet. Holy cow, she felt a lot bigger when I lived here, and she was so horrendously messy. I'm not even joking. But now she's where I'm gonna store like my toys. So up here was my Legos, but I had this black shelf, and I'm like, might as well put my Legos. So we have just a whole bunch of Legos. This is the outside scenery, and then these are like buildings, I guess. And then we have my friend's boxes for like puzzles and stuff. And then that one has my Lego stuff, like extra pieces, a tool, and then like the pan flips. And then this one is like Barbies, extra like 18-inch doll clothes. Like, what are those balls called? Like the mini brands are in there. Just toys that I want for my future kids. So, and these bins I don't want back at my mom's house, just because I like the simplicity of white. So these just don't go with my theme. And then we have all my American Girl dolls, so they go in the order that they came out, like so. And then we have a little doll, like the mini books, and then the doll dog. And then we have this little charm that I got in the fridge. I'm not gonna organize it or the stuff will fall down, and I don't want that to happen. The American Girl doll violin, a mini doll, and then the American Girl doll clothes. So yeah, hanging up we have this little woven bag that has been here for years. And then this thing that has a, I don't know what, like a bison. It was my friend's. The lure, I can't really remember. But yeah, there was lure and I'm at AC. So I'm gonna close that on up. And then, so I brought my dolls here, then they don't mold, like I said, because they were starting to mold. And that's not fun. So this bookshelf I've had in here for quite some time. I'm not exactly sure where I got it from. I think it was, I don't know. I think it was from my aunt, like my great aunt. Got it for a room, and then I had it. I like her. I just wish she was white because I would so take it to my mom's house. But on top is like a pink dog, and then this little plant, and then this thing that says adventure, and then my little Stitch. I think these all came from like Target years ago, and then I think those came from like Savers or something, and then I've had him for years. And then these are all of the books I've read and I do want to keep. But like I said, my books were getting moldy. Like I pulled out my Christmas books from like last year I got them and I just never read them. And they were both moldy. So that's fun. I just don't want that to happen. I feel like I had another book, but whatever. And then these are again the movies I've watched and I want to keep. To hold them up, I have this little Los Angeles cup and then this plant. So yeah, again, Target years ago, not sure. Also, this book is like one of the last things my aunt gave to me before she passed away when I liked sloths. So I thought that would be cool to have it being held up like that. And then my AG doll books, I had a vision. And, well, I had a vision with that, and that turned out exactly how I wanted it. And then I did have a vision for this, and it was to put all of the books from, like, so Pleasant Company and An American Girl, and then if they have a newer version of that book, you know? So Pleasant Company of Felicity and Josephine, but then Josephine has, like, a regular American Girl doll one, so I did that. And that's how it went. And then I did the Girl of the Years on when they came out. And then we had the Be Forever historical dolls, and then the Girl of the Years. I know that she is like before these Girl of the Years, but she's smaller, and my OCD just could not do it. I thought I could do it for my books on like, because I did my hardcover. And then I'm like, yeah, I can do the hardcover and then do it, ABCs. And then I'm like, no, maybe I could do it with, of the hardcover, like, being with the bees. But no, I couldn't. So, and then I had, like, 1,000 Wishes. She's not a hardcover, but she's taller than all the other books. So I couldn't do it, so. And then to hold them up, I had a big thing of colored pencils, and then down here are all of my mom's old books. So they kind of go in order of like when they came out, I guess. And then these books I got from my grandpa that he wanted me to keep for like my future kids. So yeah. Okay, I need to pause and pick up something quick. I have a 2026 calendar on my wall. My dad always gets me one for the new year. Even though I don't come over, he still gets one. So, and then this desk is from Walmart. I got it like years ago for this house, which, I mean, I don't like it, but I don't come over here. So, anyways, I had this that I got from Goodwill with all my pencils. And then this I'm pretty sure I got from Target. She's cute. And then a coaster. And then this picture I'm working on. If I come over here, yeah, it's discos. I love discos. And then this silver thing is from my great aunt. She came over and just redid like our house. I don't know. I never really met her until that. And now I haven't seen her since that all happened. So she picked things up at like stores for my room at the time. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, and then she also got me this with lavender maybe. And then this cool bottle. And then I have a photo frame of me and my friend. And then I have rubber bands, a staple, and tape. And then coloring books and duct tape. I don't know. Okay. And then these two shelves are now all of my friends' items. I took it out of the bucket. Again, I don't want these things to go moldy, but yeah, all of my friends' stuff is here now. I don't know what I was making with these, but these are my kids' things, so I was gonna just toss them because I don't need them, but it's kind of cool to look back and see what they colored, so we have them. These are my windows. I absolutely love my windows because they're so big. I have two of them. I wish I had these at my mom's house. So anyways, then we have the couch. This couch is super ugly, I know, but I liked sleeping on her when I was here. So we brought her upstairs because everyone thought it was ugly, but I did sleep on it. Now I don't, obviously. We have a friend's blanket that was in the bucket of friend's stuff, and then this pillow. I don't know. And then this has been out there forever, but I added my little magnets, and then that's a picture of my friend, and then I have a dream catcher. And then this rug was also gifted to me. Well, not gifted, just given to me by my aunt. I actually really like her. If I move to my own place, I will be taking this because I do like this a lot. But yeah. And then we have the iconic vines, which I actually took, I think, one of these for my mom's house because I had that disco little pot holder thing. And then these are friends like hanging things. I would like hung to the collage I have over here. I think that would be really cool. And then that was up here, but now I have things obviously there. So I think that would also be cool added to the collage. I've had Nick Nelson written on there for years. And then we have this little hello thing I got ages ago. I have no idea where. This I actually got from my grandpa's garage sale. I think he gave it to me for free, honestly, but I remember that day I wanted to go and see what they had, and I was really into NASCAR at the time, but I had a UTI, so everything was like really blurry because I did not feel good from the meds. Like the meds like knocked me out. Yeah. And then this Lightyear poster. I still haven't even watched the movie, but yeah. And that's my room at my dad's house. I don't sleep over anymore at my dad's house, unfortunately, just because I have really bad anxiety from leaving my mom's house. I mean, I could go and stay at a hotel and be fine, but I'll still have really bad anxiety. So yeah, which is weird because I grew up here and like I used to live here and be here all the time. But yeah, you get used to something and then it's hard to break out. But yeah, that's my little room tour. I thought it would be fun to show you. I always picture what my bedroom would look like if I had the stuff at my mom's house here. I think it would be really fun to do, but I'm not going to, but I think it would be really cool to see all my stuff from my mom's house in here. But yeah. Fun fact about my walls, they used to be like a textured material, and like I think they were circles, but we peeled it off, and then there was more wallpaper under there, and then we got that all off, and then we painted my walls gray. I don't know why I chose gray because I hate gray. Like, I hate dark colors. And then this used to be pink, but again, that my aunt came in and painted it, and I think we were gonna paint it white, purple. So I'm pretty sure this is primer because you can kind of see the like pink underneath, but we were gonna do purple because purple was my favorite color at that time. But yeah, oh my gosh, I remember filming like room tours when I was super little. Like, oh my gosh. And my room is super big compared to my mom's house. But like, even looking back, like when I had all my stuff here, like my big entertainment center, my old bed, my room still felt big. It's so crazy. Like, I'm just trying to imagine life, you know, like that again. But yeah, anyways, that's my room here. But yeah, now I'm done doing what I was doing, so I am going to leave. I hope you guys enjoyed looking back at my old room, because I did, but I wish you guys were there to see how it looked like in its prime years. Also, this is such an iconic area in my house. This is where I used to do my Musical.lys and my like TikToks when it was very early on. This is crazy. I might make some